Danny, obviously not the night you guys wanted to have. Took a lot of chances, not able to finish one. What did you feel like was missing for you guys?
Yeah, I thought the first half was really really poor. I thought we played at the tempo that they wanted us to play at. I didn't think our mentality was anywhere where it needed to be. Got into the group a little bit at halftime. Thought we came out a little bit better there in the second half, early, but ultimately we have to have more quality and we have to do a better job of managing transition. So we spoke about it all week. We know, how they want to play. They came out the way we spoke about, the way we worked on, and we did a poor job of executing. They did a great job of executing their game plan.
Danny, there were a lot of yellow cards thrown on your guys today. I guess just talk about the way that they handled that or the way that ultimately it led to that.
Yeah, I think it ultimately it starts with me. So I was frustrated, and I tell the players all the time, let me deal with the referee. And control what you can control. The ref is one thing that you cannot control. I thought I got a little bit too frustrated on the sideline, and I think the players felt the same, obviously, with the calls on the field. So, an area we need to be better at, but refereeing wasn't the reason we lost the game. So, that we have to be better, that we're not invincible, that there's still certainly areas that have to improve. Quality on the ball, quality in the final third, numbers in the box. We needed more. We need more from the group. And it goes back to the first half. I didn't think we set the tone here in our own stadium. I thought they did. I thought they played slow. They wanted to play slow. They wanted to slow the game down. And we didn't do a good job managing that. We played right into it. So again, there's fine margins in these games, and we do poorly there on the goal, and now you're down, and now you're chasing. So all in all, not a good enough second half, not a good enough night.
You talk about chasing, especially once they got that goal. Were you guys more aggressive, or were you more desperate?
I think it's a little bit of both. They drop even deeper because they're winning, right? We end up having more territory, more service in the box. I think it's a combination of both. I wouldn't say we're more aggressive. I think that the fluidity of the game kind of just ended up that way. Again, I still felt we could have had a higher intensity. I thought we could have had more urgency to deliver the ball. Thought we certainly could have had more urgency to squeeze the field. It didn't look like a team that it's looked like up until this point this year for us, and that's the disappointing thing.
It seemed like some of your players were taking this quite personally after the loss. I guess what's your message going to be to your team about how to respond to this?
Yeah, that we should take it personally, but we also don't have a choice. We have to respond. It's a quick turnaround here at home on Saturday night. We have to look to try to get healthy. We're obviously missing quite a few bodies. You could see before the game. Um, sorry. And again, it's making sure that you do your best to prepare in a short turnaround. And all in all, I say this all the time, right, guys? We can't feel sorry for ourselves. We have to come back to work and do what we know how to do, which is stick to our process and get ready for Pittsburgh.
You weren't happy about the effort, but were you happy with some of the shots that were being taken? You've had a lot of looks.
I thought there in the second half later we did, but again, it took going down a goal for that to happen, right? And for me, that's not good enough. We have to finish the chance on the corner, a yard, 2 yards from the goal. You don't do that, team stays in it. They get you on the counter, and now you're chasing, as I said. So there was certainly some parts of the game that I was happy with, but again, you lose it. It's a trophy that you can't go win now, and we have to make sure that we respond after our first loss this year.